getting comfortable, calling to mind that image of a bird floating in the air, free as can be, nothing bothering him, possibly an eagle, more or less, or a robin, landing to do what they need, taking off when they need to, not intimidated so much as just taking care of business and taking care of themselves. And so now you can take a deep breath in while imagining that bird. Take a deep breath and hold it for a moment. Good. As you slowly exhale, letting go of what you no longer need right now. Isn't that nice? So in a moment we're going to do that again. You're going to see the bird floating in the air, free as can be, nothing bothering him. And you're going to breathe it in all the way into your belly this time. So let's do that now. Breathe the bird into the belly. Hold the breath. Yes, that's it. Hold it and let your mind take it in, feeling as free as the bird. Then slowly exhale, letting go of what is no longer needed. Good. And in a moment we'll do that one more time. Imagining that bird floating in the air. Breathe it in now. And holding the breath, perhaps this time imagining the qualities of that bird filling your lungs. Feel the qualities moving into your bloodstream, circulating through your body. The bird relaxed, floating free as can be, not bothered by the things around him, moving more freely, feeling okay, calm and comfortable even in movement, relaxed. As you exhale, drop deeper into feeling what it's like to be the bird floating in the air. That's right. And now, every time you inhale, you can imagine breathing in, floating, breathing in that feeling of nothing bothering you in flight. The feeling of relaxed calm. Letting the noises and sounds of the world around you actually help you relax even more, knowing that others are going about their business, even as you and I go about ours. Perhaps you can imagine what it would be like as that bird floating, as you can inhabit it and it can inhabit you. You can feel these sensations filling you up, the qualities of relaxation, of floating, of being as free as a bird, landing to do what you need, and taking off when it's time. Not worried about anything, just doing what's right. And even hopping and walking in the midst of others, moving around more freely, feeling okay, relaxed. Now, I don't know what other insights you'll get from being a bird. Maybe like an eagle soaring high above in the sky to get perspective, how you too can rise above these stresses and see it all with a new perspective. Or you might not care what it means as you just enjoy breathing in the energy of the bird floating free as it clears, heals, organizes, and supports all of those things that are in your best interest. And maybe you also take a moment to notice that other sensation of floating gently on the water, floating free, so relaxed and comfortable your mind leaves your body and flies around and you can just relax and let go. Kind of like that sensation during a normal, good night of sleep, where you have increased awareness around the comfort of bed, sheets, pillows. Allow yourself to settle in, feeling the comfortable support beneath you, behind you, the soft and pleasant textures, the readiness to shift into comfort, loose, soft, and noticing how the breath has already begun to become easy and rhythmic, soft and slow, full and natural. So natural, so deeply a part of your deepest self, to breathe, to shift into rest and comfort. The body responding automatically to the breath's invitation to release, to soften, to become pleasantly heavy, and the loose, soft heaviness can carry you to a place of peace, knowing that you have that part of you designed to stand guard while you rest, being there, protecting at all times. Now you know, and I know, that people are constantly talking to themselves, as if there is a voice in their head, the voice of you talking to yourself. That is entirely normal, and in fact, it can be quite comforting. And while you might be talking to yourself about things that happened earlier today, or things that may happen tomorrow, or important things happening in your life, it's really quite soothing to now recognize that you can slowly turn down the volume of that voice until you find yourself thinking in a slow, quiet whisper that is barely audible, and how surprisingly and wonderfully quiet it can get inside your head when it's time for rest. Now you might remember we've talked before about how people who sleep well tend to report that they think about nothing. Well, that answer isn't really accurate, is it? Because their mind isn't really empty. In fact, they continue to think and be aware of themselves as they fall asleep. But when you ask them what they focus on, they'll tell you that what they focus on is so simple, so easy, it might as well be nothing. They say they just focus on their thoughts, on whatever soothes them, and relaxes them, makes them feel good, like focusing on the sensation of floating on water, calm, cool, and comfortable. Or they focus on the sensation of being in their favorite room, perhaps in a basement, protected and just listening to the music they enjoy. And you have the freedom to direct your thoughts where you want them to go to. You can think about the kind of nothing that is really something smooth and soothing. And you can develop your own images, sounds, fragrances, and feelings that help you feel so comfortable when it's time to drift off to sleep. Perhaps even letting this take you even deeper down. Maybe imagining that image of the sea. You can begin to see what you need. See the color of the water. Perhaps it's more blue, perhaps more greenish. Maybe the water glistens and the sun reflects, pleasantly warm, so that you can simply drift into your image. You can experience the sun reflected, and you can let yourself drift along in this water. Simply drift along in this water, effortless, simply drifting. Perhaps you can see a fish, perhaps a dolphin, swimming there quite easily. Perhaps you can perceive all this vividly and keep on drifting. Keep on drifting on your way. You see the fish or the dolphins in front of you, and it may be further down, more quiet and pleasant, beautiful and soothing, simply, deeply relaxing. You can simply dive and enjoy the tranquility, completely relaxed. And now, knowing that if you're listening to this at bedtime, you find that the words that come after this part just help you let go and move deeper and deeper into that wonderful sleep. And then if it's time to awake, instead you hear these words and find yourself responding, shifting, becoming more alert, hearing my words, feeling the energy of these images going deep inside to be utilized at any time of anxiety and stress, or any time when sleep is desired. But coming back now to full awakeness and alertness on the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, shifting your body around, taking a breath in. 4, becoming wide awake, alert, and refreshed. And 5, letting those eyes open, shift, wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, and welcome back.